Whoa, right. Welcome everybody. Hola, hola. We want to talk about abundance, the single most important concept when you want to be making money. So at the end of the day, Nikita and I are going to do a little trippy trip here with the car. Hopefully we can get the parking out. If you want to build your own business, if you want to make money on your own terms, if you want to have the freedom lifestyle, then this one concept of abundance is the most important concept that you need to adhere to. So many people have been asking us, can you help me with my mindset? What mindset do you have in order to make money? What mindset do I need to have in order to become free? It's this mindset. Pay attention. Let's get started. Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom. Here's the crazy thing, we're literally in the middle of the commuter traffic. Imagine doing this every morning. Wow. Imagine literally every single morning, you're like, time to go to work, and then you're sitting here miserable, and it's always like gas, brake, honk, gas, brake, honk, gas, brake, and you're like,
we're going out to the restaurant and we now drive there like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
On a normal Sunday we drive like 5 minutes, maybe not 5, maybe 7 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it might sound entitled and naive, but I sometimes just forget that these things exist. Okay, so what you have to understand is people that are living a 9-to-5 life that they hate and people that are living the freedom life that they love, it starts up here. The difference is in their mind, all right? People that are in 9-to-5 that they hate, they are in a scarcity mindset. They think that money is a very finite source. They think that they have to hold on to all the money there is. They think building a business is risky and they want to stay safe, all right? Pure scarcity mindset. And people that have success in any field, in any area of their life, not only business, but everywhere, they have an abundance mindset where they say, everything here is abundantly happening, all right? Money is infinite. Everybody can have enough. There's enough for everybody. Sharing is love. The most important thing in the world is to share and give away, and you'll always get back, right? Those are people with the correct mindset. So if you really think about it, let's talk about money. Money is literally infinite. I mean, how many $1 trillion are out there in the world economy? I forgot the exact numbers.
It's unreal. I mean, if you can see how much money on the planet is as an ocean. I mean, if you take out a few billions, nobody would even notice that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like $1 billion is like a bathtub full of money.
Probably not even. Probably not even. Then you still have all the ocean water money out there. You wouldn't even notice it. Yet people with a poor mindset, right? This is what I refer to when I say poor people. I mean poor in mindset. They think like, oh, let's hoard all the money, right? And then they get a 9-to-5 job where they have a steady income, which isn't even steady anymore now that everybody's losing their jobs nowadays. But they think they have a steady income, and what do they do then? They hold on to the money. They hoard it, right? And that's the crazy part, because people who are rich in their mindset, they invest that money because they understand, hey, I can always make more. If I lose some money, I can make more. What keeps you from making more money? Nothing. Yeah. Right? You can literally hear that with one simple sentence. Pay attention. Hello, you there, pay attention. One simple sentence. I cannot afford it. Nobody with a rich mindset says these words. You know what people with a rich mindset say? They say, how can I afford it? Mm-hmm. You see the difference? I cannot afford it, throws the hands in the air. Money is very finite. I don't have it. Poor me. No, no, no. Rich people say, oh, money's infinite. How can I afford it? Let me find ways to make more money. And here's the crazy part. When you have money, there's 2 things you can do that. There's 3 things you can do that. Number 1, you save it, which is a dumb idea. You put it on the bank, you trust the bank, you save all the money, great. You hoard it, scarcity, scarcity. Second thing is you spend it on dumb that you don't need, luxury, all right? Like the newest iPhone. I always gotta have the newest iPhone. I gotta have the nice clothes so I can impress my friends, You and I like luxury. We're big fans of luxury, right? But I spend like maybe 5% of my income on luxury. The rest, I reinvest in myself, in my knowledge, in my business, in anything that pushes me further, that allows me to make more money. Because rich people understand money is simply a tool to make more money. Right?
Talking about luxury, we need to turn on the massage seat.
How is that? Where do I?
There's a button on the
There's a massage?
Yeah.
Is it this button there? Is like a little man with
exactly,
little dots?
Man, exactly.
I just press the button?
Yeah.
Holy How does it do something? What's that other? There's so many buttons
just
here.
to move you around the other ones.
Oh my god, I feel it.
Yeah. Nice.
That's great. Anyways, here's the crazy thing. Here's what actually is finite. Time. Money is infinite. Nothing keeps you in this world from making more money. Nobody's forcing you to stop making money. It's literally there for you to get it and make more. Time is very finite. And here's the crazy, crazy sad part. What do 99% of people do? They invest their time to make money. They take this very finite source that is going to be gone one day to make money, which is infinite, right? Today's my 30th birthday, by the way. Why am I spending my time working, shooting videos? Because I love it. Because I love it. I'm like, I built my life in a way where I love what I do so much that I do it. And every single birthday over the last decade, I was working just because I love it. Because it's my hobby. I'm getting paid for it, right? So poor people in poor mindset, they invest their very finite time to make an infinite, which something that is infinitely abundant, money. What do rich people do? Rich people take something that is infinite, money, and invest it to get more time, which is finite. You see the difference here? If you understand how to invest money in yourself, you can get back the only thing that is very finite, and that is time. Talk about time. We're literally right now in the full-on commuting time. This is where most people right now, they go to their job or they go home from their job or something like that. It's horrible traffic here. And guess what? If you are someone that commutes a lot during your time, what are you doing with that? Are you listening to the dumbass radio with dumbass subpar music, right? Or are you listening to an audiobook that makes you smarter? Our podcast, for example. Check out our podcast. We're gonna link it down in the description below, right? When I used to work in regular 9-to-5 jobs, I used to commute sometimes 2 hours per day for one direction and then 2 hours back. You know what I was doing? I would literally I had these like small little MP3 players that you could get for like 15 bucks at like Costco or something. And what I would do is I would download like the latest podcasts on there. You know, like the whole MP3 player had like maybe 100 megabytes of space or something like that. I would download the latest podcast episode from like people that are where I want to be. And I would listen to this while commuting. And what would I see other people do? I would see them listen to the radio. I would see them do nothing and try to sleep or something like that. That's, invest your time, right? And time is very finite. Invest it in yourself so you can get more time back. Yo, can we stop there to get some ice cream?
Yep.
Wow, so good. No. Why am I singing Christmas songs?
True.
La, 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 la. You know what we should do? We should celebrate Christmas just randomly.
Came for the low. The Scheißballon.
That's the one they have in Metal Gear. Dude, how is there nobody here?
We get a lot of messages of people that want to start a specific business in a specific niche, for example fitness, you know, and then they always say, you know, we can't do it because there are so many people already in that niche. But guess what, you gotta have abundance.
Abundance,
you know? Yeah. Because if there are a lot of people in that niche already, that means there's demand in there, there's money in there.
Yeah.
People would love to, obviously, to get help by you, basically. Yeah. So it's a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, again, like it's, yeah, if you see it in scarcity, like, oh, I know this and this, but there's already so-and-so doing free YouTube videos for that, or so-and-so that is so, like, I want to do self-development, but there's Tony Robbins already making millions of dollars.
Market is gone now.
Yeah, that's a scarcity mindset, right? I can't be as good as Tony Robbins, but someone with an abundance mindset is like, so there's this one guy making millions of dollars. There's literally people that are spending thousands of dollars every day for something in that field. If I position myself in that, you know, if I'm like just like sneakily hop on there, then I can also start making money. And again, like, no, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. We say this oftentimes, we're not reinventing the wheel. We take a simple concept of what works, we make it better, we add our twist to it, we make sure that our clients get proper results, and slowly but steadily we are revolutionizing it, but we're not reinventing anything from scratch. We're not the next Zuckerbergs or something like that, you know? It's absolutely unnecessary. And basically, none of our clients are reinventing the wheel. None of them is coming up with this like new revolutionary thing. They just focus on what works, right? They oftentimes get into a niche where there's other people already. In fact, we even tell them, like, find competition in that niche. If you find the competition, it's a good sign because it means that there's already people in there making money. And even if you don't find a competition and you're someone fairly unique, someone fairly new, abundance, that's a good thing, right? The market is full of people who want to spend money. The world is full of people who want to spend money. Money is infinite. Get away from the scarcity mindset.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you now still the, let's say, 100th best fitness coach, you'll still make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I guess also Walmart wasn't the first. I mean, I don't know the history, but I guess Walmart also wasn't the first supermarket that was out there.
Exactly. At the end of the day, yeah, I love what you said. You don't need to be the best. You don't need to be the most popular. You could be the 100th best, and you're still gonna be really good. Yep. You could be the 100th most popular. In fact, I wouldn't even care about popularity at all. Yep. We're not a big fan of needing to have a big brand or anything. I mean, most of our $10,000 plus a month clients, they're complete nobodies.
No website.
Some of them don't even have a website. You know, it's unnecessary. I'd rather be one of the best paid coaches that can also really help people and has great client successes than one of the most popular coaches. Who cares about popularity? It doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
By the way, 6 statue, check that out. All right, so to kind of summarize, I would say, if you're scared right now because the situation politically, economically is kind of screwed, then be confident, all right? There's abundance of everything out there, especially for those who are willing to work hard for their dreams, especially for those who are willing to ask for help, to execute. And at the end of the day, you don't need to worry about anything because abundance.
There's abundance of everything out there. Abundance of sun, there's abundance of cars, abundance of love, and abundance of money as well out there.
I love that.
Abundance of clients obviously as well.
Yeah. So basically the points that we kind of touched upon is everything is abundant, everything is there except for time. Time is the only thing that is very finite. Money is very infinite. Set your life up in a way so you have your money, work for your money, so at the end of the day you have more time. Don't swap your time for money, right? AKA a 9-to-5 job. Commuting sucks. You don't want to be wasting your time on a daily basis to commute. Build your own business, and if you feel like, oh, in my niche there's so many people already doing that, that's a good sign. If there's people already doing it, it means there's people spending money on that, and then you just have to get into that market. And like you said, you don't need to be the best, you just need to be the 100th best, right? You don't need to be the most popular, you just need to be one of the better paid ones, and even there you don't need to be the best paid. It's everything out there for you, and it is absolutely possible for a regular average Joe like me or you to build your own business and become free, right? And a good way to start for you, watch this right now, is to book a free consulting call with Nikita directly or with me directly. All you have to do is you click that link down in the description below, or the link that appears somewhere here right now, and a link brings you to a page. You fill out the application that is on that page. It takes you maybe 2 minutes to fill that out, and then you can book that free consulting call. On that call, we'll look at your situation, we'll look at your skills. Even if you don't know what it is that you could be doing, right, we can literally figure that out together with you on that call. We have very limited spots, so it means if the link still works, it means we still have a spot open for you. So, you know, that's the only catch. We can only do so many calls a day. So book that call right now. Let's get on that. Let's get you started. Abundance. Let's get you into that abundance lifestyle, and let's make it happen.
See you there.
See you there. Talk soon. GG.
What's up, FBM? I wanted to make a quick video. I got my second close this morning. Yeah, 2K. Man, I can't explain enough how much I appreciate the coaches here and how much I appreciate what y'all do, and just none of this would be possible. Really optimistic about the future. I'm really excited about how I'm going to move forward and how I'm going to help people and, you know, make my way through the world in a way that's a big contribution, you know.